for the last few months. Maybe it's time I tell them what I think about them.
Hey, what's going on? I'm your host, Freddie Ward. This is my podcast, One Shot to Capture It. And it has changed so much that I wouldn't want to disappoint my audience. It's changing again. We got an interesting topic today. It's called, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. And doing something is better than doing nothing. So even if I'm doing this wrong, I'm still one step ahead of you because you haven't even started yet. What are you waiting on? Fear? You know, putting yourself out there, your ideas, your thoughts, putting your story out there, the one that needs to be told, is absolutely terrifying. Just without even thinking about it, it's terrifying. Being judged. And the more impact you make on other people and the more lives you help and really touch, the more people are going to come at you. And I don't know if I'm right or if I'm wrong or this is good or it's bad. I just know I'm trying. I got a mission, but I also got real life. And real life has to happen right beside your mission. They got to feed each other. You can't just go all in on one. And I learned a valuable lesson from allowing myself to just drop everything and go all in on one thing. It's put me in a bad position. I'm not in control. I've put pressure on others. My wife. It was selfish of me to ever even think to say yes to this idea. Go all in. Go all in on you, Fred. Go all in on what you're for the last 10 years, all you've done is, I'm a dreaming man. Like, I can't turn it off. I would love to just go back to being normal, average, boring, dull, scared, afraid, normal. But once it gets in you, see, this message that I'm delivering to you right now, you can either be exposed to it, which means you really won't ever, it doesn't matter, dude, you just got exposed. But if you start to take in and feel the emotion that I'm trying to be right now, everything changes. Your mind changes. You start to evolve. You start to think differently. You start to think of these ideas. I have so many ideas, but don't act on, any of them. Some of them. This being one. A podcast. This is my voice. Everybody's got one. You're sitting there listening to me right now. You have a voice. You have opinions and ideas and thoughts that can help other people. Why don't you put them out there? Fear. Embarrassment. Ego. I mean, the list goes on and on why you don't want to put yourself out there. I've put myself in a position now where dude, this has got to work. I don't have a backup plan. I don't have another way to go. I'm going through my process, and in order for me to help anybody, I've got to go through it and learn the lessons from the failures and the mistakes and the not knowing what the hell I'm doing to teach it. So the topic, I don't know what I'm doing. Podcasts are a tremendous tool to interview other people. I'm not an interviewer. I don't want to be just an interviewer. I want to deliver some kind of value. When you hear me, it's not like, hey, who's on your podcast? If they're on my podcast, I want them to be teaching you something. I want to be teaching you something. Dude, I am not in where I should be. Looking in the mirror and realizing you should be way better off in life than you are right now, Fred. That has me twisted. Everything I'm going through, everything I've been going through is all about to come out. And the only difference between now and then is I don't care. The story needs to be shared. And it's going to be. And it's just how it has to happen. Everybody's got a story. Everybody has got something that they don't want people to know about. They've got something that they're embarrassed about. Oh my God, if anybody ever... Listen, I don't care. You're confusing then with who I am now. I don't live in the past. I don't need to explain the mistakes I make because I'm busy learning the lessons from them. You're not supposed to know what you're doing. You cannot have a plan of actually, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and then this will work out. It doesn't work. It will not work for me. It might for you. I'm telling you in my personal experience, I can't do that. All I know that is working, I set a goal and to show up every week for a podcast and a show. And I've done it. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I've done it. Nobody's watching, but I've done it. I need to take that mentality and that mindset and start implementing that mentality, that mindset into 7 days a week. Instead of just Thursday, Friday, I got 2 big important things to do. Dude, every single day, I need to map out. I listen to a lot of people. You can get information from anybody. And the ones that repeat the information they get, I would rather just listen to the original person that said it. The takeaway is take all the information, all the knowledge, everything that you can possibly learn from other people, but form your own opinion. Your own process. It's a process, man. It is. And it's a pain in the ass when you finally accomplish the biggest piece and know that you have to go to that next level. You have to start helping others. You have to start taking on other people's lives and helping them. That you are a leader. You are somebody that's leading by example. Right now, in this moment, This is a leader. You know why? I'm talking to you. You're listening. And I appreciate you. Lead. The world has enough followers. What's important to you? Lead on it. But don't just quit everything to go all in on it. All right, you need an income. You should never put that burden on your wife where she says, I gotta go follow your dream. That was wrong. That's created a lot of lessons that I've learned, each one very, very well. You need an income that funds your dream or mission or whatever you want to do. Something's got to fund it. Because the thing that got that started was the pain you were in that you wanted to fix. It's back and forth. And my story is complicated, and it's very unique. It's not one you hear every day. And I'm terrified, but you know what? I own everything. Everything is my fault. I'm responsible for the mess I'm in, and I'm the only one that can do anything to get me out of it. It's nobody's fault but mine. And the only way I can really help is to get real specific about my process of going through this change, this becoming a better person, this using my voice to make an impact. But you still need an income. I wish money was more important to me. I wish that I just had to have it and need it. But I've learned from being at rock bottom and having nothing, but still being able to do this podcast, the show you see me on every week, the content I put out there. Dude, money means nothing to me because I do more than you do, and I don't have anything. I don't need it. I'm trying to make a difference. And the lesson I learned is you still got to have an income, you know. Until you start your business or until your idea takes off, you better have an income and work somewhere, because if you get behind on your child support 2 months, you're going to go to jail for 30 days. And I'll fill you in on that later. But that court date's tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But I'm going to wrap up here with, listen, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a clue if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong. I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. The only thing that I do know deep down inside is that I'm trying. Like, I'm trying. And the people that are out there trying to do this, trying to learn this, I feel like I'm still 5 years out before I even really, achieve what I set out to achieve. Everybody I know wants it now. I see it's still 5 years out. I have so much more to learn. I have so many more things to go through. I have so many more mistakes to make. But I'm trying. And it's because of you that I keep doing this. So I appreciate you. I'll see you next week on One Shot to Capture It.
Yeah. I'm just gonna write down my first thoughts. See where this takes me. Cause I feel like